sorry, I previously I have done a mistake that after describing these topics, the mistake has done that I backpress my phone and the recording has been deleted. Now repeatedly I explain about the human endocrinology's first topics, hormones. Though all of the students who want to crack the NEET and others competitive exams like SSC, CGL, and other many types of the competitive exams where the biology is essential and the most toughest area of the biology, the human physiology, I want to do for them who are want to crack the NEET or other competitive exam. So have to start about the hormone. So at first we explain about that there are the two types of hormones. At first, some of them cannot cross the cell membrane and some of them can easily cross the cell membrane. So the hormones which cannot cross the cell membrane acts through some receptors which are known as extracellular receptors, and later they act through some messengers or chemical reactions, and the messengers are known as second messengers. We can explain the second messengers later briefly, and I try to clear the concepts about this. Then the sum of the hormones can easily cross the cell membrane and they act through some receptors. These are known as intracellular receptors, and the receptors may be cytoplasmic or nuclear. Clear? Now, the classifications of hormones. There are several classifications on the hormones, or the hormones which are derived are classified based on their origins. Like some of the hormones are derived from single amino acid derivatives. The single amino acid derivatives like tyrosine, tryptophan, and arginine. At first we explain about the tyrosine. From the tyrosine, the hormones derivatives are T3, T4, and catecholamines. The catecholamines, this combination is known as combo pack. जो होता है ना बिरयानी में combo pack. Like this, here is the epinephrine, norepinephrine, and dopamine. This combo is known as catecholamines. So the tyrosine is the single amino acid derivatives which form the T3, T4, and epinephrine, norepinephrine, and dopamine. And other things is tryptophan, the single amino acids like tryptophan, 5-HT, 5-hydroxy tryptamine. The 5-HT, it is the term complete name is the 5-hydroxytryptamine. It is also known as serotonin. Serotonin, 5-hydroxytryptamine, or 5-HT, also known as serotonin, which is derived from the single amino acid tryptophan. And the other hormones like melatonin is also derived from tryptophan. The most important is that arginine. The arginine produce the nitric oxide. The nitric oxide derived from the single amino acids arginine. Now comes to the multiple amino acid derivatives. Multiple amino acid derivatives, it means there are some hormones which are known as polypeptides or protein hormones. It means the multiple amino acids derives some hormones. These are known as protein hormones. Like 51 amino acids produces insulin and 84 amino acid produces PTH or parathormone. One important thing is that all the protein hormones are derived from rough endoplasmic reticulum. जो rough endoplasmic reticulum is present in the within the cells produces the polypeptides or protein hormones, and all of them cannot cross cell membrane. So previously we described about that the hormones which cannot cross the cell membrane, they act through extracellular receptor through some second messengers. And next is the cholesterol derivatives. Cholesterol derivatives are steroid hormones. The cholesterol derivatives are steroid hormones. These are divided into 6 steroids, and others are mineralocorticoids or glucocorticoids. Mineralocorticoids are aldosterons and glucocorticoids are cortisol. All steroid hormones, the most important thing is that can cross the cell membrane easily. So they act through the intracellular cell membrane receptors. The other thing is that the vitamins, vitamin A and D, we all are known that the vitamin ADAK matlab A, D, E and K, vitamin A, D, E and K are fat soluble. So as they are fat soluble, so they can easily cross the cell membrane, and so they act through the intracellular cell membrane receptors. So we recap about this. We recap the total topics is that the cell membrane, some of them are extracellular, acts through the extracellular receptors, some of them acts through intracellular receptors. The classifications of hormones, single amino acid derivatives like tyrosine, T3, T4, epinephrine, norepinephrine and dopamine, all are known as also known as catecholamines, and tryptophan, 5-hydroxytryptamine, it is also known as serotonin, and other hormones like melatonin are also derived from the tryptophan, and other hormones is the nitric oxides, which is derived from the single amino acids arginine. Multiple amino acid derivatives like polypeptides or protein hormones, examples 51 amino acids insulin and 84 amino acids parathormone. All the protein hormones are derived from the rough endoplasmic reticulums of the cells, and all of them cannot cross the cell membrane, so they act through the extracellular receptors through some second messengers. Cholesterol derivatives like steroid hormones, 6 steroids and aldosterons like mineralocorticoids like aldosterons and glucocorticoids like cortisols. All steroid hormones can cross the cell membrane easily, so they act through the intracellular cell membrane receptors. And other things is the vitamins A and D, they are fat soluble, so they can easily cross the cell membrane, and so they act through intracellular cell membrane.